This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound Q local train. The next and last stop is Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue.
Hi guys, we're here at the Coney Island station. The MTA worker's gonna give us a tour.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Igor. I am emergency response.
So Igor, where are we?
We are at Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue Terminal train station.
So what does an emergency response supervisor do?
Basically, I oversee any emergency situation that comes in the station. Medical emergency, truck incidents, fire, power issue, anything that could disrupt the service or put people at risk. I coordinate with NYPD, FDNY, EMS, and transit crews to make sure things get handled quickly and safely.
So what would you say is the most intense situation?
Truck incidents are the most serious when someone end up on the tracks, whether accidental or intentional. Those are situations where seconds matter, and you are dealing with real lives.
So how did you get into this job?
A lot of people come from public safety backgrounds, EMS, fire, or transit operation. I started in transit and worked my way up. But you learn fast that this job is about responsibility more than anything else.
So what is the history of the MTA?
Yeah, the history of the MTA and really the subway system as a whole is a huge part of your city. I think the first subway line opened in 1904, done by a private company called the Interborough Rapid Transit Company. People don't realize is that the system wasn't always unified. There were actually three major companies running different parts of the subway. The IMT, the Brooklyn Manhattan Transit Corporation, BMT, and the Independent Subway System, INT, which was built later by the city itself. Each system had the different train sizes, platforms, lengths, and even different uh, tunnel design, which is why today you still you still see difference between lines. And then more recently, you have events like 9/11, Hurricane Sandy, and the COVID-19 pandemic, all of which tested the system in different ways. Sandy, for example, flooded tunnels and caused massive damage, especially in Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Hudson River crested and came roaring down into our tunnels. Both tubes of our tunnels are filled. They're filled with 43 million gallons of water.
Pandemic completely changed ridership patterns and brought new challenges, including increased homelessness in the system.
MTA says only about 5% of its regular ridership is taking the subway during this pandemic, and that's mostly made up of people who work in hospitals, grocery stores, and other essential services. But conductors say the subways are looking more like homeless shelters these days, and social distancing is nearly impossible.
When you look at MTA today, you're really looking at over a century of history, layers of infrastructure, policy decisions, and social changes.
So what's special about Coney Island?
This session is unique. It's one of the few terminals where multiple lines end. Historically, it was built to bring people to the beach and amusement park, so it's always been about movement and crowd.
So what don't riders realize?
There is a lot of operation behind the scenes. Signals, power system, dispatches, maintenance crews. Trains don't just run. They are constantly being monitored and adjusted.
So how has homelessness changed?
It's definitely more visible now, especially after the pandemic. The subway becomes place of shelter when people have nowhere else to go.
So is the system getting better or worse?
There is more technology now, better communication, cameras, monitoring, but there is a lot of more challenges, especially with leadership changes and social issues.
What role do you play?
We are not social workers, but we are often the first point of contact. We check on people, make sure they're okay, and sometimes connect them with outreach teams.
What does the system mean to you?
It's a heartbeat of the city. Everything connects to it.